Oh, okay. So, theory crafting. I got some things I want to talk about. I want to talk about Magic the Gathering. I want to talk about the MCU, including the television shows and one of the movies. And you know what? I think that's good for today. So, first things first. PAX East revealed Battle for Zendikar. This begs a lot of questions. What mechanics we're going to get? What cards are coming out? What returning elements will be back from the old Zendikar to this one? A lot of people are speculating the fetches. Maybe. We'll see. I would like that. I believe that they could come back. There would be 10 fetches in Standard or Modern or whatever it is people say that support the theory that that's why they wouldn't come back, and it is a little soon for them to return since we didn't get the ally fetches since Onslaught. And Zendikar was only but... when was Zendikar? Like maybe 7 years ago? Maybe a little longer? I can't remember. Anyhow, having 10 fetches in Standard sounds like a lot of fun. I think it would be possible seeing as the recent Shock lands were in Standard, all 10, and they came in all of the Ravnica block, the Return of Ravnica block themselves. The mechanics that coming back could Landfall return? Perhaps, especially if the fetches are back. Having 10 fetches to use with Landfall could be extremely exciting, but it would probably be a little overpowered. However, I could see something like the Manlands, Celestial Colonnade, Creeping Tar Pit. Those were all with the allied pairing colors. What if we had the enemy pairing? So we're talking like Orzhov, Simic, Gruul, Manlands, and I don't know what their mechanics would be. However, I could see them very much happening in the whole land mechanic theme that Zendikar had. In addition to Landfall, maybe they'll do something different, kind of like we have had with Megamorph. I don't know if we could do Mega Landfall, that's a little silly, but something where it's similar to what Landfall did, but not quite, like where it's a lands entering the battlefield mechanic, or maybe lands leaving the battlefield, like perhaps when you sacrifice a land or something, because something could happen. Land break? I don't know. Eldrazi? Ugh. If they come back, they're going to be done in a different way, because everyone hates Annihilator unless you're that guy, and you, that guy, are very few and far between, so don't act like it's something people are looking forward to, because it's not. Lore-wise, I want to see the Eldrazi come back and dealt with, but I do not need Eldrazi cards. Something mechanic-wise, initially, I don't think will come back as Kicker. Seeing as Kicker wasn't really a Zendikar thing, it was originally an invasion thing. I think we could have something, or multi-Kicker even wouldn't come back. I don't like the idea of having to pay extra for your cards to get their full potential. I like having a card come down and being what it is, which is why I'm still kind of like wishy-washy about Morph. However, I do like Morph a lot better now than when it was first introduced. I think it's a lot more fun to play with. There's a lot more variety to play with. And there's tons of Kicker already. We don't need it again. I don't see why it would come back. I could see something... In fact, I would love to see trap cards again. We're not talking Yu-Gi-Oh! Here. But a specific type of card that when originally cast costs, for instance, 5 mana. But if an opponent or another player does something, say they cast a non-creature spell this turn, they've activated the trap, the spell now costs 1 mana instead of the 5, so you can do something far more exciting with it. I really hated missing out on playing during this time with those cards. I think it could be a lot of fun to bring those back and make new traps, new quests for the whatever lords or whatever, the ascensions like Pyromancer, Beastmaster. That could be fun if there were new versions of those. More than anything, out of those three, Quest, Ascension, and Trap, I would like to see Trap the most, because that's something I really like the state-based effect of that one, where it triggers based upon certain things that are pretty commonly taking place during a game. Other than that, I can't think of anything else, but I'd like to hear your thoughts. Let's move on quickly to my thoughts with the MCU and television. Specifically Daredevil. So that's like right around the corner. We're finally almost to April. Yeah, it's already halfway through March. And people are wondering, are we going to see his suit? I'm wondering, are we going to see his suit? People are worried that we're not going to get it until the end of season one's finale, or some say mid-season. I kind of think mid-season could happen. I'm not completely like, I guarantee, I believe wholeheartedly that it's going to be the season finale episode. But there are a lot of strong points that point to it being a season one reveal at the finale, because of the need to want to have something to look forward to for season 2. So it'll be a big reason for people demanding more Daredevil in addition to hopefully things like story and the characters that were also good and should be good. But story-wise, story elements, if we have to wait till season 2 to see the suit, then that's a big reason to want to have more content, more Daredevil made. Being able to have every episode right at the release is huge, so we wouldn't have to essentially wait till the end of the months of the episodes coming out on television. So usually we have to wait 2 to 3 months, every Monday night or whatever, but now we have it all at once. We can see the suit immediately, whatever episodes it happens to be in. That's one reason why they probably wouldn't worry about revealing it too late. It's kind of a weaker argument, but technically it works. The only reason I could see it being mid-season is because of the pacing of, say, like Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. If you've been paying attention to that. For instance, Skye is an Inhuman, and she has Quake powers because she's Quake Daisy Johnson. If you haven't caught up yet, I'm sorry. It's about time, because you owe yourself, as a fan of Marvel and MCU, you need to be watching this show. I don't know why you're telling yourself you can get to it later, because you're wasting your time not watching it. The biggest thing, though, that I like about S.H.I.E.L.D. is how they don't beat around the bush and getting to things going down in the show, like serious events happening. Like, I remember watching in, Lost or something, for example, or Heroes was the worst at it. They would reveal something about a character, and then that character's issue or revelation wouldn't come up for, another 10 episodes. So, for instance, last season, mid-season finale, we had Quake reveal that she was an Inhuman and could not control these powers. And then I was worried that we were going to dilly-dally around in the next half season before we get around to her dealing with that again, or was it just going to be suppressed and fine and never come up again? Nope. Episode 1 and 2, they already dive right in, and season 2, everyone finds out, and it's already on the table. She's dealing with her powers, she doesn't know what to do, and it's kind of hectic. There's a lot of shit going on, a lot of little story elements going on that are coming together. There's a Kree, Lady Sif was here, there's just a lot of things accelerating, and it's exciting, and this is what makes me like this show a lot, is the pace at which they're telling these events, that they're telling these story elements. And I could see, assuming that they follow the same format for all the MCU shows, I know it's a different producers on Daredevil, but if their pacing is similar because of their projected storyline date that they have set up to meet certain deadlines for certain releases of other things, like the Defenders coming together, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. sort of bring an in-between for the movies. If they're going to meet certain things, they have to get certain stories told by certain times, which means not quick, I wouldn't say rush stories, but stories that don't beat around the bush. They're still quality, but it's like for anime example, Attack on Titan, it takes forever for anything to get told, but I hear that's just true in all anime. It's they waste so much time just getting to the damn point in over 15 episodes, then about 4 episodes from the finale, they'll have a recap episode, and it's just this doesn't fucking matter. Just get on with the damn storyline. You've wasted so much time struggling with your inner demons, why can't I attack? Why can't I do this? Just who fucking cares? Just go do it. It's really frustrating. Anyway, all that being said, that's why I like this show. It's fast-paced, and I hope that Daredevil and other MCU shows will follow the same format, and because of that, I think we'll see the suit sooner than later. Lastly, Ant-Man. Why haven't we seen a better trailer for it? I don't know. I think maybe it has something to do with Age of Ultron related spoilers. They might be waiting till the movie's done, or at least close to the release date. We might get a trailer late April. It could be related to something else, maybe in the shows that are going to be revealed. I don't know. It could be anything. But it does come out this July, so stay tuned. I don't know if the in-credit cookies in Age of Ultron will be related to Ant-Man. They very well could be. I could see it being more related to Black Panther, maybe Thanos and what he's been up to with the Infinity Gems, or the story of Infinity Gems that have not yet been revealed, like Time and or Soul. We could get something like that from Ant-Man, though I don't know what it would be, and those revelations could interfere with what is told during Avengers Age of Ultron. And right now, that's really the only theory I have, is why we haven't seen more on that. Other than that, no one really knows what Ant-Man's going to be about and how it's going to be connected, or if it's going to be kind of a new start, a new direction. That's one of the reasons a lot of us are excited to see where this goes, because no one has any idea what to expect. So anyway, that's it for now. Theory Crafting is out. I realize I left my background music off this entire time, but I feel like my recording was pretty solid for, I guess, this test episode 0. So I hope you enjoyed what I was throwing out there, and as soon as news drops, I hope to have a video on it that I think it's something worth crafting theories about. So until next time, I'll talk to you later. Bye.